How does the environment clean our water? Our water, in the form of rain, falls on the land's surface and then soaks through layers of soil. Soil acts like a sponge, cleaning the water as it passes through topsoil, sand, and gravel on its way to the aquifer. It's important to protect the undisturbed upper soil layers and the naturally occurring plants that live there because it is their roots that filter out many pollutants, helping purify the water before it reaches the aquifer. Once the water reaches the aquifer, Hastings has a storehouse of pure, natural, and chemically untreated, perfect water ready to harvest, drink, and use. How Hastings got its water system. Where does Hastings water come from? How does a well work? The water cycle. Protecting our drinking water. What can we do? How can we protect our water while farming?
How Hastings got its water system. Well over 100 years ago, in 1886, residents voted to establish a municipal water distribution system. This meant the city began working to create a system that would obtain water from the aquifer and distribute it to consumers. To facilitate the delivery of water, the first water well was built on high ground away from the city center. Today, that very site is the same place where Hastings Utilities operations are headquartered. At first, water was delivered from the first well by horse and wagon. Over time, more wells were built as the community grew. In addition, underground water mains were installed through which water could be delivered without the horse and wagon. Today, more than 25 wells supply the community with drinking water, and there are over 200 miles of underground mains. It can now support a huge demand of 30 million gallons per day. That's enough to fill this building completely 2.5 times. It even was able to support the record demand of 21.2 million gallons on July 19, 2002.
Where does Hastings water come from? An aquifer is a body of underground rock, sand, gravel, or sediment that has lots of connected cavities and fractures that allow water to flow through and gather up. Aquifers, like Hastings Ogallala Aquifer, supplies water that people can pump out and use for drinking and watering our yards, gardens, and fields. Water from rain, snow, streams, and rivers soaks into the ground and refills the aquifer. The Ogallala Aquifer is 174,000 square miles, making it one of the largest aquifers in the world. Hastings is extremely fortunate to have a large and pure supply of naturally occurring water. It's a treasure worth preserving and protecting by watching what we do on the land's surface and how we impact the soil and aquifer beneath.
How does a well work to get water out of the aquifer? A cylinder is drilled into the earth until it reaches groundwater in the aquifer. The water pressure creates flow of the water into the cylinder. A screen at the bottom of the pump provides a first step in filtering out any rocks or gravel that might get pushed toward the surface. A pump in the cylinder increases the water pressure and forces the water to the surface for collection and use. An interconnected series of pipes then bring the water to homes, businesses, and industries all throughout Hastings.
The earth has an amazing way of cleaning and recycling water called the water cycle. It is a continuous loop of never-ending molecular activity where water moves from air to land and back again. Rain falls from clouds in the form of rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Some of this precipitation, or water, runs off into streams, rivers, and the ocean. Some water soaks into the ground and is absorbed by the plants and trees. Water that is contained by plants is released through transpiration as moisture into the air. At the same time, the sun heats up water that has run off into oceans, rivers, and streams. The sun's radiant heat energy changes the water into vapor. Vapor rises on warm air currents. When the air cools down, the water vapor cools as well. This causes it to change back into liquid water droplets or solid water ice crystals. Tiny water droplets or ice crystals in the clouds group together. When the droplets get too heavy, they fall as rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Once the water falls as a liquid drop to the land, the process starts all over again. Protecting our drinking water. Hastings is fortunate to have a naturally occurring supply of pure drinking water in its Ogallala Aquifer. It is important that we keep this drinking water clean. We can't let pollutants get into groundwater because it is very difficult to get rid of them once that happens. Avoiding contamination is the best bet. The largest threat to contamination is nitrates that form from nitrogen and originate from the use of fertilizers. Once they leach into our system, they are virtually impossible to get rid of and render our water unsafe for drinking. Avoiding fertilizer use is a good thing. One of the reasons that wells are built on high ground is so pollutants can't drain into the well and get into the water. Instead, any potential contaminants run off past the well. Old wells are sealed closed so pollutants can't seep into the interconnected underground system of the aquifer through the open waterway. But perhaps the best way to protect our water is to properly dispose of hazardous waste like paints, solvents, oils, and other hazards. And avoid overuse of chemicals like fertilizers for our lawns and fields.
What can we do to conserve and manage our water in our homes? Start by saving water and turning off faucets when you're brushing your teeth. Never let the water run any longer than it needs to. Taking a shower instead of a bath. This saves gallons of water. Fix leaking faucets. Stopping a drip also saves lots of water. Only run a full load in a dishwasher or washing machine. Install a rain sensor for your lawn sprinklers. This way, sprinklers don't turn on when it's raining. Use a rain barrel. These collect water for watering plants and lawn from the sky rather than using water from the aquifer. And lastly, be smart about when and how you use your water.